Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. Don't swim in the same slough. Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself, and stay out of the clutches of mediocrity. Invent yourself and then reinvent yourself. Change your tone and shape so often that they can never categorize you.
I woke up today and decided to choose violence. I just went for a 1 kilometre run. Did it in like 9 minutes. Don't laugh, alright? I don't run. I've never ran before. This is all very new to me. Okay, I'm like, Fergus Crawley's up here, yeah? Who followed me, by the way. That's what you can see. You can see potential. You can see a hybrid freak in the making. I'm down here. I used to be very sportlic. Cricket, opening batsman, bowler, fielded at point, very good. Swimmer, unbeaten 50 metre butterfly. Thomas for bowling on a Sunday. Then I started bodybuilding and it all went. But now I'm back. So I'm in the pool, back in the pool today. All my stuff came yesterday from ROKA. So we're back in the pool. The time is now 7:07. We have client consult calls for the Ibiza Classic Challenge. I'll have my coffee, have some breakfast, then we'll head down to David Lloyd. We've got push, and like I said, we're going to be in the pool as well. Looking forward to it. Pre-workout today, nice and simple. I don't like to eat too big before training. We've got 100 grams of brown flakes with strawberries and blueberries, and some almond milk, then a bagel with 4 bacon medallions. That's just sub 40 grams of protein. The bagel will really take it to over 40 grams, but the 4 bacon medallions from Tesco, very high in protein, fantastic. This party gate is getting to me. My favourite part of it so far is the ambush by cake. Ambush by cake. Oh, we're a laughing stock. I'm back in the pool. Went for the ROKA gear. These are different. They're not like regular swimming trunks. They're called buoyancy shorts. My mate Fowler did the Ironman and wore something similar. I think these are for like swim, cycle and run. So we'll see how we get on with them today. If I don't like them, I'll resort back to the usual Speedos, but they are true to size. I got a medium. Went with the ROKA swim cap and the F1 goggles. F1. Tried it all on yesterday. Great. I'm very excited. I do not know how long it's been since I've been in the pool properly. I used to swim for Saxon Crown, Forest Still Lewisham Club. We did very well. Our rivals were Millennium, I think they were called. They used to swim at Beckenham. Butterfly, unbeaten me. Used to love those swimming galas. Right, I'm gonna go and train push first, then into the pool. Not that long, just a few lengths, and then a bit of sauna, steam, spa, and then we'll go home.
Go to Tibet, ride a camel, read the Bible, dye your shoes blue, grow a beard, circle the world in a paper canoe, subscribe to the Saturday Evening Post, chew on the left side of your mouth only, marry a woman with one leg.
You don't lose it, do you? You don't lose it like a shark I was. I do every 4. Got good lung capacity. Today, 2-minute work, 50 metre freestyle times 10. The quickest I did that was 37 seconds, which without a dive in, I'm happy with. I need to find my old logbook, and I think my dad's got my times to see. No butterfly today, just because I did push and my chest was quite tight, but the buoyancy shorts, great. The goggles, amazing. The Garmin, good soup. I'm leaning more toward Team Garmin than I am Apple Watch. Maybe we'll do like a comparative video, but I think the Garmin is, it's on the wrist and you just feel hybrid. A lot of questions coming in at the moment with regard to what is Tom doing? What is TM Cycles doing at the moment? Now that we've left the stage, we've taken the pants off, the tan has gone, sort of. And I must say, it feels like I've been reborn, rejuvenated, revitalised. And that may sound a little bit weird, but I think for someone that doesn't want to be a pro in bodybuilding, it's got a shelf life, and it was getting toward the end of that and it was too much, and this grey cloud was just growing and growing and growing, and I kept asking myself, what am I doing? Why am I putting myself in these situations whereby I'm ignoring social events and breaking down relationships? For what? For what? So it does feel nice to be back. Like, it's, whoa, that's a bit weird because people probably thinking it's always been there, but when you're in that bodybuilding mentality, in that narrowing of one's mind, you feel like, oh, well, this is me now, I'm just going to be a bodybuilder. No. Nothing against anyone that does want to do that, by the way. Josh and Joe, for Christ's sake, the IFBB professionals, that's their thing. But for me, it was a bit too much, and now I'm back. So my situation at the moment, someone asked a really good question about how I'm coping psychologically without that end goal, without that target. And I thought that was a really good question, because I've been an individual that has been in sport for a long time, for the vast majority of my life. For my early years when I was swimming and we had goals and we had time trials and targets and galas, then cricket, I was district captain, went for county trials, and then into bodybuilding, whereby we had, even in an off season, we had those smaller targets of having to achieve a certain body weight, then prep. Now that's gone, I'm a little bit like, oh, what am I doing? And what am I shooting for? Is it an Ironman? Is it a triathlon? Is it a 10K Tough Mudder, for example? So I'm pretty much just using this as an experimental phase. And I do this a lot. So the notebook's out, the logbook's out. I'm figuring out what works for me, what I enjoy, what I don't. And as for a structure with training, nothing's really set in stone, but I would say that I'm still doing my upper, lower, push-pull legs. The upper and lower are very much like a hybrid session between the bodybuilding back-off top set style alongside a WOD on that particular day. And then my push-pull legs are predominantly bodybuilding based sessions. However, I'm getting that urge and that excitement with wanting to do more of that. So I think I'm going to be in a position where the vast majority, if not all of my sessions on a weekly basis, are a kind of hybrid. And then it just comes down to what I want to do in terms of my output. I want to get in one swim, one cycle, and one run per week. I need to get a bike. So any recommendations for bikes? A good road bike would be brilliant. Someone recommended I can't remember, it began with a C. But I want to stay consistent with that. And then once I'm comfortable with a plan and that's set in place, I'm doing that each week, then we can shoot for a particular event. So I think it's key that I highlight and document this particular stage, especially for people that are transitioning into this particular style of training. I don't want to be in a position whereby I don't document or highlight and I just go into a plan. You know, I think it's vital for me just to show you the ins and outs of what's happening at the moment. Keep your eyes peeled for the next video where me and Fergus, or Fergus in particular, Fergus, part man, part machine, discusses what to do with nutrition for hybrid athletes. It's fascinating. It's a real eye-opening insight of what to do, because that's that's one of the questions that I'm getting at the moment, is what are you doing when you go and do 250 calories in the pool, for example? What do you do with your nutrition? How do you work out your BMR and incorporate that? So yeah, we're in a bit of an experimental phase at the moment. As someone that's quite anal and OCD, these are slightly tough times for me, but I'm getting used to, I'm getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, it's nice. It is very, very nice. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for more content. Me and Fergus hopefully meeting up very soon and doing a video together. I think we said like an outdoor swim. I've never done one before, so that'll be cool. Get the bodysuit on. I think he's sponsored by Hube. They look good. So yeah, there we go. I just wanted to give you a little look into what's happening at the moment. Also, another question. Someone said, when you go to David Lloyd and you've got push or pull, have you got two different sessions? And I do. So within my logbook, I have a push for Crayford, a push for David Lloyd. So on the days that I wake up and don't really want to go to Crayford and I go to David Lloyd, it's logbooked and it's in there for me anyway. Okay. Hope I'm not confusing you too much. I just, you know, it's like new territory for me. I'm very excited. I'm enjoying it a lot. Anyway. I'll see you very soon. Like I said, keep your eyes peeled for the next video. It's a banger. Thank you, good night. Much love.
Hold your head underwater and play the violin. Do a belly dance before pink candles. Kill your dog, run for mayor, live in a barrel. Break your head with a hatchet. Plant tulips in the rain. But don't